What about the sixth doctor outfit? That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Funny you should say that.
This is the guy to talk to.
Yeah. That color.
That's all you have to say, that goes.
Yeah, I'm currently working on one. And I've had access to an original screen used. I've taken full pattern trace off it, so I've got a pattern out. I've done a lot of colour referencing on it, and I've tracked down a few places to get fabrics rewoven. And I'm looking to get the lining rewoven. Because when copies with their version, they created it. It's a very unusual lining. Yeah, I'm working on it.
So the last three, of course, are this is from the stage play, and the other, this one here is just from real time. Here we go. This is a great guy in DVR. There's a lot of great doctors who are while handling. I just like that he kind of combined all the different various six doctor combinations, the best jackets.
And it's interesting, he's got like almost the exact same thing in different colors, but these two both have a little different.
Yeah.
But as opposed to Tom Baker had the same feel, but were different pieces.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that he made costumes because it looks so similar. It's got the same kind of
It was a style.
feel.
Yeah, right.
But they're
Except
completely
Kobe
different.
1618.
Well, right, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh well, he's got like that one outfit and then the burgundy one. And it's like, no, there's like 5 or 6 different outfits that he wore,
Yeah.
and different scarves.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. You gonna do it 7?
Anyone doing 7? No? For anyone interested, this actually came out the group run the first time around. I have flyers up here for Web Links and the next group run. If anybody's interested, you can pick that up after now.
You might want to do 7 now. Now that you know, that's the hardest part of that.
It is the hardest part. Everything else is pretty approachable.
Well, and that's one of the things too. It's like if you get that sweater, even if your pants aren't accurate, this is like the hardest part. So that will read.
Yeah.
You know, everything else can be kind of half-assed. Excuse me. Everything else can be kind of,
Close.
close. If you've got like one thing that really works, that is the most eye-catching. Because if you have the exact coat, nobody's going to notice because it's a gray coat, Whereas if you have that any gray coat over that vest, it's going to look great,
Just on a side note, this had come up on various correspondence and so forth. I just kind of want to have fun. When you're dealing with things with patterns, by the way, earlier we were talking about, is it something that you're going to wear, or are you trying to create a museum replica? Okay. For pattern material, literally, we've had people talk about, I want exactly the same amount of question marks going down the length and across as he did. This is a stitch-to-stitch pattern. If you're a bigger person, you're going to have more question marks. Okay? If you're a taller person, you're going to have more question marks. It's stamped out. It is a grid. It doesn't scale like Photoshop. And so I'm just throwing it out there, folks. That's the facts of when you're dealing with a pattern material. So your stripes, you might have more stripes. You might have less stripes.
He's a lot broader shouldered than I am, so this isn't, I can't change my body, so I have to set up less stripes going across the chest.
Exactly.
Nothing you can do. Get over it.
My head literally spent when I was actually hearing people, make this. I was like, I want exactly this. Well, what size are you? I'm 52. All right, so super size.
So I was kind of wondering, anybody interested in doing fun doctors?
Yes.
Yay! We have semis. Okay. Basically, what I do with fun doctors, you get an idea in your head. Because with 5, I thought itty bitty schoolgirl. He just felt like a Catholic schoolgirl to me. With 8, though, I decided I made them 8 wearing it tomorrow. I decided, since he got his costume from Wild Bill Hickok, someone fancy dress, I decided to do Wild West Saloon Girl with a bustle and a corset.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, let me see if I can pull it up.
She made her own corset.
Okay, so tiers of ruffles on the underskirt, and then I have my
Screen it.
waistcoat. Love the waistcoat fabric. Bob,
Here's the
awesome.
male version right here.
Yeah. I
That's
love
like
this thing.
screen accurate, like.
Well,
And then I have no idea how to make a wrap before I made this costume.
Oh.
It was fantastic, but I think the whole idea was going for it, because you know how 8 has the frock coat? Is the back of the skirt, I'm just like, I don't want to wear a frock coat and wear skirts and bustles. It'd be so uncomfortable. So I made the skirt with the back of the blue paneling because it gives the idea of a frock coat without actually having one.
I have to say that's one of the coolest things about, some of the film doctor type thing is, like I said, thinking out of the box, or you're going like we were talking about, like Tom Baker having a style.
Yeah.
That you're locking into like different elements, when there's iconic elements into it, and kind of coming out with something else where we kind of look at it and go, okay, it's not a museum replica,
Right.
it's not anything we saw in the show, but you know what it is. You know who they're supposed to, be
Right.
representing, and I always find that fascinating,
Yeah.
that particular line.
You can just be a little bit more
I just don't look good in
creative.
a skirt.
You
Are you
you don't have to do screen accurate. I do screen accurate where I can, but you can fudge it a little.
Look and feel.
Well, and I've seen a lot of fun things. Like I remember last year, 2 years ago, there was a Femme 6.
Oh,
who
she's
had-
here this year.
She had like a huge, giant ball, like a fluffy
Oh, that's
gown.
really cool.
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
And then I just saw someone else doing a Femme 6 that had like a short little skirt and like little flared things, and it was really tiny, And I was like, they both totally work, You can just make your own flair, your own design, Somebody else could do a Femme 5 that looks nothing like this,
Oh.
but it's still totally 5, And I kind of envy them, the little creativity they get. Because I'm like, must match the question marks, Johnny.
I was just curious, so the people that were thinking about doing like the film doctor, what was the names again?
Yeah.
Just
So
out of
what are
curiosity.
you trying to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I've
Let's
done.
Start. Oh, sorry.
I've done 10. I'll be wearing it Sunday.
Awesome. What particular version of 10?
The brown.
Awesome. And what was the next one there?
I did the Femme 6 that I just posted.
Are you doing it?
Oh, starting tomorrow.
You're the one
And
with
5 is next.
Awesome.
Is yours the tiny 6?
Yes, I'm the Femme 6.
See?
Well, and part of that was I couldn't find anything close in the carton. So it's like, well, when you shrink it all down, it's supposed to sound.
But it looks just as awesome, It's like completely different than the one that I'd seen the other year, but both really cool.
And what was the next one going this way?
I didn't do one yet. I'm just thinking about
What
doing.
doctor though?
Well, I want to do 11 and I wanted to do one of the topics like 8 or 7 as best. So, but 11. Yeah, 7 looks really fun, but the question mark, that's.
Has anyone ever done a Femme 9? Oh, by the way.
I did just have 9. I did. I didn't bring it with me. What I do is I have black skinny jeans, and I got a fake leather coat from eBay, and then I have a V-neck green T-shirt. And then, and rest. And what I do is like, the hardest part with 9 is trying to figure out the hairstyle. But I finally figured out Femme is all utilitarian, or not Femme, sorry. 9 is all utilitarian, so I just probably throw it back in the ponytail and have done.
Yeah.
That is the hardest bit with the doctor.
I totally want to see a
Figuring
9
out
in a
hairstyles.
skirt. See it.
Okay.
Just bring it. Like it would be like a denim. Oh, it would be like a
Denim
utility kilt.
skirt with like combo.
Lots of skirts have a north. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I was on a tangent there.
And I think we were going down this way. Yes.
I was thinking of doing me and Rebecca were talking about doing a 10 or a 9. I don't know.
9 is fine.
And also, I was thinking of doing, yeah. I was thinking about doing 11.
Oh, I probably should talk about a girl last year who was doing a Femme too. She did it all like kind of 19, kind of 20s flapper style.
For anyone who wants to know, this is the Western version. It's been heavily distressed to look like the one in Rose. But anyone want to see this up close, or I'll just do it up here?
Yeah, I'll see it very Oh, no,
Yeah, it's also been
taking the jacket with me.
Now, Bob, that jacket, if I remember correctly, did not start black.
No, in order to get it to look like that, the brown pre-distressed was purchased, then dye black, then distressed.
Because
black
the
was distressed like that.
Right, because the black, because our friend who actually got the initial jacket in black was going to stress it, realized that the tanning goes too deep and it's black all the way through. So you try to stress it, it doesn't show. So yeah, start with brown, go black, and then when you stress it now, the lighter bits show through.
Or if you want to do the cheap version, get vinyl and distress it, just like spray paint and like kind of rub it off.
Yeah, that's a big tan.
Has anybody ever seen this picture before?
Yes.
That's about the only regeneration photo that's supposed to cover.
Yeah. I don't even know how you regenerate.
That was his Titanic picture.
Yeah.
That's
He borrowed 8 costumes for this.
That makes sense, though.
I'm sorry, were we?
No, sorry, we're looking at stuff. You know, just happy.
It's gonna go up to the dock.
But
The hardest part of 10 is finding ties.
Thank you. I still can't find it.
I found a couple at Macy's and one at Target.
Well, yeah, there was actually, there's one on eBay that I think 5 of us, probably even in this room, were bidding on, and we lost to somebody who I think was an Armani fanatic, and it went for, I don't know,
140.
100, yeah, there you go. Exactly. And it was the original, did we have that? I don't think we have it here at the moment, but it was a certain peacock pattern that he wore in a lot of the episodes. But Steve actually has on his blog,
Yes.
fantastic, if you go there, and again, we got some cards here you can take and get the address for his blog. He has a tie index where you've gone through every episode, looked at what the tie is, and you've been to the bottom's auction where they sold some of the clothes,
Yeah.
and you've got the actual name of the brand.
Yeah. Wherever possible, I just like glean where I can.
Yeah.
There's still quite a few that we don't know where they came from.
Ties in the bottom.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending the time doing that so we don't have to.
Yeah.
I must admit that gets the biggest number of hits on that particular blog. Because although the images of the finished suit is slowly creeping.
Yeah, I'm wearing a suit made from actual Gap pants. I don't know how many people know, but
Yes.
the suit he wears there is actually made from trousers. A pair of pants come from the Gap in the UK. Yeah. And they like the pants, the striping of the pants, but again, it didn't exist as fabric, so they went around, bought as many of them as they could, took them apart, and then made a suit jacket out of it. So these were bought secondhand, so somebody's butt was in these before they were on my chest. I have that to put me to sleep at night, right?
How long did it take you to find all those pairs of trousers on eBay?
I found the first couple pairs, I'm going to say in 2009, early 2009, and then it was a long stretch where there was just nothing.
And you just got the suit.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So it's been a long time.
Steve is the one who put the suit together for me. I commissioned him.